Well, this is exciting news. Something I didn't expect, but I have to say, I'm happy it's happening. Nikon is buying Red. Yes, you're probably going to see a bunch of videos about that today. And I think it's great news for Nikon, personally speaking. But I don't know if we're going to see any benefit from this thing on a hybrid camera side. So let's talk about this a little bit and see if it's possible we could see something, because reading the press release, I am a bit skeptical. Let's take a look at this. There's something here that, as I went through this thing, I'm like, how is this benefiting those of us who use Nikon cameras, hybrid cameras, and, we want to do video and we want something that's a little bit more than what we have. And I, for one, as you guys have been watching my videos, have been talking about having a camera with a fan on it. Most photographers who've been in the Nikon camp for years, they could care less about video, much less having a fan on their camera. Especially if we look something like what Canon did with the R5C. No, I wouldn't like that either. I prefer Sony's implementation on the FX3 and FX30. That's nice. And I kept saying, I think Nikon should do a body like that if they make the Z6 III when it comes out. You have two versions like Panasonic and Fuji, and have one that's more video oriented, but you have a fan that's built into it. And that's the kind of body that I would like to see. But let me read you something here and we'll go. I'm not going to go through the entire press release, but just a portion that got my attention, why I'm thinking that maybe we may not see anything, but I'm hopeful. So here we go. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links for items to purchase in the description area of each video. Nikon's expertise in product development, exceptional reliability, and know-how in image processing, as well as optical technology and user interface, along with Red's knowledge in cinema cameras, including unique image compression technology and color science, will enable the development of distinctive products in the professional digital cinema camera market. That right there. Professional digital cinema camera market. If we remember, I think it was last year or sometime, Nikon said they wanted to focus more on their high-end products. And clearly, from the release over the last couple of years, what we've been seeing is the Z9, top-level camera. Granted, the price was less than what anybody expected, but still, the top-level camera, that's where they started. The next one was the Z8. Then they give you the ZF. All of these based upon XP 7 with great performance. Autofocus is no longer an issue. Some people say, hey, it could be better. For me as a video user, it works fine. For taking photos, it works fine. I don't have any issue. It's better than I expected as someone who gave up my Z6 II for Sony FX30 and A7R5. So that is an improvement. I believe from using the ZF, that the ZF is a little bit more snappier when it comes to the autofocus. So I think Nikon is continuing to tweak it. Now we have additional bird autofocus. So you can see that they're building on what they've been doing with the autofocus, and they're getting there. So now utilize this stuff with Red. Now, truly, we know that on the cinema side, most people are using manual focus lenses and are doing focus pull. Autofocus is not really a big thing for that. But I'm thinking more, if it dives down to us, somehow we get some of those features in the hybrid space, that would be cool. But, on the professional side, the know-how, something that's built strong, reliable, Nikon is known for that. So I think Red will benefit from that, and I think Nikon can benefit from some of their technology on the cinema side. We already have RAW, Nikon RAW built into our Z8 and Z9, and that's fantastic. You've seen my video where I have said that being here in Southeast Asia, my Z8 overheats sometimes if I record long form videos, like this talking and stuff that I'm doing. I will talk for a while, then chop the video up and put it together. When you do takes like that, in a one-man shop, yeah, the camera tends to overheat. I have no issue when I'm shooting with the FX30 because it has a built-in camera, so it works fine. Having that in a Nikon camera, I think that's the next level thing that we need. More and more people are putting out videos on how to edit Nikon N-Log, whether you're doing it raw or just N-Log in SDR mode. You're seeing more information about how to do that. People who are shooting in the cinema space, maybe not professional to the sense of movie production, but they're utilizing the camera. So it's there. Can we see something branded Nikon later on? I don't know. It's going to be a subsidiary, so I don't think the name is going to change. It's still going to be Red, but I would like to see some of the technology on our side. Now, in speaking about that, what could we get? I mean, we already have RAW, so that's one good thing. Utilizing some kind of color reproduction. You know, everybody likes a cinema look. Nikon doesn't really have a cinema look. You know, on the Sony side, they have the S-Cinetone on their cameras that can kind of give us budding filmmakers, not myself. You know, I do mainly just video stuff, but people who want to shoot something and have a much better look with a whole lot less tweaking. S-Cinetone works for them. If Nikon has something similar on their cameras, that would be nice. We already have N-Log, and right now it's only like the one. Yeah, the Sony side, you have S-Log. I think they went from 1, 2, now there's S-Log 2 and 3 that I've seen in my camera. I think 1 may still be there. Well, it's not called 1, it's S-Log, S-Log 2, S-Log 3. So you have more options, and then lots to be able to put in there and get your own look. You know, my mind is like, what's coming next? What can we expect? We've heard talk about maybe there's another camera being developed at the same time as the Z6 III, but we also heard something about this on the Z8, but we got the ZF. So is it possible that when the Z6 III gets released, we could see some kind of video camera coming out as well, or two bodies? You know, I keep wanting that Panasonic and Fuji kind of thing where you have, and even Sony, one where you have your typical hybrid camera and the other one that is your cinema or mainly video shooting camera. Still in the same hybrid, you know, the viewfinder is there. I was thinking maybe you can like do like Blackmagic, pull off the EVF and just have it flat where you don't need it. Options, you know. Could cost more, but if Nikon wants to step into the space, they'll probably price it less. Yeah, so there's that. I want to hear what you guys think. What do you think about this new news? Is this something that you're looking forward to? Oh, I just said looking forward to. Was it something you expected? I don't think most of us expected that. You know, we know they won the lawsuit last year, and it's like, And I was wondering what could possibly come of it, and here we are, roughly a year later, and they've acquired the company. If you've been watching Nikon, you realize that they have other things that they do. Other than just, you know, the Nikon camera side of it, they've been doing things in the video space with lots of cameras. They've been showing it at these different events that's been going on. You know, the Z9 and some kind of arm tracking the thing. And so there's a lot of things been going on in the video space that most people don't pay attention to because we're not seeing that. We're looking for it in the body of the camera. Robotics and camera, that's cool. But I want something to get into my hand, not, you know, in the shop someplace or in the studio someplace. But guess what? Imagine now, you're having people buying Nikon equipment, robots on arms, stabilizers or whatever, they come out the whole line of stuff. Who knows? I think it's a lot of possibilities we could get many things. But yeah, I'm a bit excited. I know I haven't posted videos in a while, but I'll do another video and talk about that. But I just want to come on here and tell you about this new thing, Nikon buying Red. It's big. Share in the comments your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you guys. See you.